Okay, class, so I want to explain to you just a couple other little things. The white area is my artboard, and the area around the edges, that's my scratch board. Do you see all the guides, the grid? I'm going to come down to here, and I'm going to say Hide Grid under View so that I don't have all those lines, and it makes it a little easier for me to see. So here's my triangle shape. What I need to do now is fill it. So I'm going to go to the shape. I'm going to see that my fill color has a line through it, means no fill, and I want to fill it with a color. So it's very simple. All I have to do is select here or select here, double click, and I can select colors. Again, the color is not going to show up unless you see it in that little area. So now I have a blue shape and I have a black stroke. You see right here? So I could change the stroke to a red if I wanted to, just to have some fun with the image. So that's all you're going to do now is go through and add color to the strokes that you created before. I do want to tell you one other thing. If I select the polygon tool and if I double click, I can tell it how many sides I want. So this one I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I say 5 and OK. It's sort of another easy way to create the shapes. But this one, of course, I have to rotate. So to rotate it, I go to the rotate tool, which is right here on the toolbar. I double click and I can say I want to rotate it 180 degrees. Okay. Oh, wasn't selected, so it always has to be selected for it to work. Now I'm going to get the rotate, double click, and I'm going to type in 180. There we go. And say OK. So now it's perfect just about. I can use my down arrow to put it in place. And the same with the star. If you select the star in the shape tool, and if you select twice, you can make a 6-sided star. And it's going to make it a lot easier to pull it down, but we needed more space, more points. So I'm going to delete it and say I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And here's my star. And it's perfectly shaped. So now just notice that it fits absolutely beautiful there in that box. So that's a quick way to get the shapes made. Now let's make a gradient. If I select this little color, this little shape right in between the color and the fill, no color, gradient, color. So I've got the gradient selected, and as you see, it's all black and white. All I have to do is this. I can take a color from my color panel, and I can take it and drag it right on top here, and I can make that blue. Now I have a slider here that's going to change how much blue shows up and how much black shows up. I can add more sliders just by selecting in here. I'm going to select once and I've added another color box. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that a red color. And you see I'm just working with my color panel. And that looks kind of cool. So maybe I'll pull this down a little more so I have more blue, and this down a little more so I have less black. See? Now this is a linear type of gradient. So if you go to this little down box, you could make it a radial. Okay, so that's pretty simple and pretty fun to work with the shapes and add colors. When you get finished with this assignment, I'd like you to go to File, Save As, and I'd like you to save it as an Adobe PDF. So just go to Adobe PDF, save it, and then attach it to the assignment thread. So you'll have the stroke assignment attached as a native Illustrator file, and then you'll have this one saved as a PDF. So I'm going to write simple shape underscore color underscore my name. Okay? Have fun.